That out of 100 people, you're trying to basically catch 20 people who for some reason or the other don't want to get into the hassle of trying to evade tax, or they're in a sector where they're salaried people working in the formal sector where they have no choice except to pay tax. You're not making it what shall I say, attractive for people to become compliant.
What do you mean when you say attractive?
Well, what I mean is that if you the more you simplify your tax structure, the more you reduce little exemptions that are put in every year, exemptions from tax into our tax code, the more you are encouraging people to game the system and to therefore evade the real amount of tax that they should be paying, and through many devices. Take a simple case. One of the simplest is, if you're an individual, suppose you're an individual professional, right? Today, if you think of GST, if you're an individual professional like you or like madam over there, if you're an individual professional, you called a consultant, right? And you get a consultancy fee. Now if your income is more than, rather if your turnover is more than 20 lakhs, you have to pay GST, goods and services tax. And for that you have to register and you pay it up. But you cannot deduct any of your expenses. I mean, a professional has expenses, you'd agree? You'd buy a computer, there's a cost to it. You'd have a motorcycle or a car to move around in, it has a cost to it, which are the normal costs that a company, any kind of a company can lawfully deduct from its income. Professionals cannot do it. Now, is there any logical reason why you should treat a single person professional different from a two-person company? It defies logic. But the idea is really to extract as much tax as you can from the system. So all those who you feel are unable to evade, who are too weak to evade the tax, will come into the tax net. All those who are strong enough to evade, who have the legal backup, who have the time, who have the inclination, who have the knowledge, they will evade the tax in one way or the other. If you're a small guy, you don't have that power to go up to him and say, change your budget speech. What will you do? You will evade it. This is why your entire small sector shut down after GST was introduced, because their entire viability was on the basis of evading taxes. And once they found that with the GST it had become very difficult, they could not evade taxes anymore easily, or they hadn't understood how they could evade taxes yet. They were still working out the systems. They preferred to shut down. So how can we make progress if our entire, like 60% of our industrial sector is based on evading taxes? So it's not that the government is very strict about collecting taxes. The government is, I would say, ruthless in penalizing honest taxpayers while being fairly lenient with those people who either have the capacity or who have the inclination to evade taxes. It's not a fair taxation system.